Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. So don't mind the little bit of background change. We took the cabinet out so I could paint the back of the wall over here. It's literally right here next to me. So you'll see Mr. Cabinet back tomorrow. Today I want to discuss a few different things. We have Jungkook's favoritism shown in a new reality show episode that was released. We have some thoughts on this and some things I'd like to get into. This is kind of a fun moment, but I do want to also get into the topic of favoritism within the group because this is definitely a hot topic that is discussed a lot. And I'm sure you have a lot to say about that. So please at any point just pause the video and leave a comment and leave your thoughts. You can leave one talking about this. You can leave one saying I'm stupid. I don't care. We also have RM, just being RM. He was spot nam Joonie, as they say. So let's get into the tea on that. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is Jungkook, but let me give some context. BTS has a series called Run BTS. Now I've been saying BTS Run for like a lifetime and literally no one has corrected me. And then one of you guys corrected me on TikTok, which thank you so much by the way. And I had to literally go and Google it because for the longest time I thought it was BTS Run. And I said, no way, it is absolutely BTS Run. I've looked at the flyers, that's what it says. But then I actually went and looked at the photo and no, it says Run BTS. It looks like I'm wrong. Like what Mandela effect happening on me? I could have sworn in my life that it was BTS Run. Anyway, Run BTS it is, that is the name. If you didn't know, it is a reality show where BTS plays games, they cook, they do a lot of stuff that you would like to see BTS do. Well, that's stuff you see other K-pop idols do on variety shows, except BTS doesn't really appear on variety shows. It's very fun and you get to see kind of BTS's true self when they do these activities. Because they can't really worry about looking perfect and flawless when they're sliding down a slide into the ocean. But they don't only just do games and fun things like that. They also have a lot more kind of low-key episodes, like when they play Uno or simply any other card game. Sometimes they're just asked questions and they have to answer it, kind of like trivia. And they're usually asked either by the producer or the staff. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Apparently this was in episode 104 where the members kind of had to design little outfits for themselves. But in order to get kind of the sewing material and the material that they need to make the outfit, they had to answer questions. And if they answer them correctly, then they'll be able to get the material. The game that they played was they had to name kind of the capital of the city that was being said. Now the rest of them get pretty decently tough questions. Let me be honest and say I don't freaking know the answer to some of these questions. So the boys, in my opinion, be smart. The fact that they're able to answer these questions. Also, they're no stranger to these games. They get asked these questions all the time. However, Jungkook did get a little bit of favoritism in this game. They asked him, believe it or not, what was the capital of Korea? Now, that's certainly not very fair, I think. They're obviously all from Korea, and obviously they've been to the capital of Korea. So that's a clear advantage for Cookie Monster over here. Jin and Suga both moaned and complained about this. They complained about the question. They complained about favoritism. They just complained. I mean, dude, the same. I would complain too. If someone was asked the capital of New York, which by the way is where I'm from, and this was a trivia question, and then I get asked questions like, what is the capital of the sun? I'm gonna be kind of pissed. I will admit this is funny though. I don't know if that question was meant for Jungkook and they specifically said this is going to be the one he's going to answer. Perhaps it was just a freebie and it was thrown in the pack of questions and it was going to get randomly picked by someone, but it just so happened to land on Jungkook. So that is hilarious. The reaction on Twitter is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. One person wrote, the crew really loves Jungkook and it shows. The staff sure loves Jungkook and you can't tell me otherwise. Now, while this is obviously just kind of a fun, funny moment, it obviously doesn't really mean anything. Like, I wouldn't take this seriously as an argument to say that Big Hit favors anybody. But there is obviously a lot of conversation around Jungkook being favorited, and I'm here to talk about that. Now, they believe this whether it's due to the fact that he gets more screen time or whether it's due to the fact that he has more vocals, he sings more. And this is just allegedly what people have been saying online. I don't necessarily agree with this, and I will get into that. Like, first of all, let's get the facts straight that he is the lead vocalist. He is probably going to get favoritism because of the fact that he is lead vocalist. In music videos, it's just going to happen that he's going to have more screen time if he is the one singing the most. No one objects to the lead vocalist to obviously be singing the most. That is their job. And because they're the lead and they sing the most, every time someone sings in a music video, the editor is going to then show whoever's singing in that music video. So without a doubt, if Jungkook does end up singing more, the editors are going to put Jungkook's face every time he mouths his own lyrics. And of course, he's going to have more screen time, right? And then a lot of people get angry at Big Hit for not allowing the other members to shine. The thing is that every member has kind of given an opportunity to have a solo moment, like a solo song. All of the members have gotten music videos. All of the members have recorded songs where it's just them singing. So it's not like anyone can say that Big Hit doesn't allow the other members to sing. So I definitely don't believe there's any favoritism in there. And if there is favoritism, they definitely make a big effort to try and not show it. Because if we're going off the music video thing and how Jungkook has more screen time in music videos, it doesn't make sense for Jungkook to be singing and then they constantly constantly show like RM or something. Each member of BTS is extremely popular. I think that's objectively the truth. No matter who the face is of BTS and who Big Hit makes kind of the lead in a music video, BTS will still make money because they are talented. One person on Twitter that I wanted to kind of read and talk about wrote this: "There's literally no favoritism for Jungkook from Big Hit. People love to pull things out of nowhere and make these kind of baseless arguments. I'm tired." Well, honey, don't read those comments and just go to bed. I 100% agree. There's no favoritism, at least not from what I see. And usually the people who go along and agree and say Jungkook doesn't actually have any favoritism, their point that they bring up is that Jungkook doesn't actually have any solo projects outside of BTS. Now, Euphoria, I believe, is a solo project if you were to bring that up and say, well, he has this. But the matter of the fact is BTS was in the music video. So this was a BTS project. I don't know if this counts as a solo project or not. But either way, it proves the point. I don't think there was any favoritism in there. If there was favoritism, it just wouldn't be fair to the other members. I'm sure if this was the case, some of the other boys would have felt some sort of way and would have disbanded, but they obviously didn't, even though they had the chance to. They're obviously all very happy with everything. No one has actually left, and no egos have been clashed, and everyone seems to be really happy about renewing their contract. RM is also someone who seems to be really happy lately. He's been posted on social media, and everyone just says RM is just Joonie. You know, doing what a Namjoon does. He seems so happy, like he's having so much fun in life. He posted on Twitter and probably other social media sites, but we're going to talk about the post on Twitter. He posted 4 pictures, and these pictures, some of them are selfies. We have Joonie over here with the glowiest of skins. I mean, look at that bottom picture over there. Look at the highlight. It's blinding. Like, Joonie, that highlight though. There's this other one that looks like he is at a museum. Then he has this other photo where it looks like he is with somebody, possibly an old friend. RM was on a little friend date, which is so cute and adorable. Maybe a lover, we don't know. If you look at just the hair, which is the only thing you can see about this person, it kind of looks like Cookie. But I am glad that RM is using this time that he has to himself to be able to go and meet up with some of his old friends. I think it's a really good idea and a good thing for the boys to kind of take it slow, as they're obviously not going to have time to do all this when tour starts back up again. They're definitely going to be kind of double busy, as I'm pretty sure they're going to try to make up for lost time. Obviously right now they normally would have been promoting the album they just released. However, I don't know. Like, they're going to go on 2 tours? I feel like at this point they might just release their next album and forget about this current album. Like, we heard before that they're planning their next album release in October, I think. If they can't really host concerts right now, because obviously they can't, I feel like there might not be concerts for this album. But don't just take my word for it. Just keep an eye out, see what happens. This is just my guess. I know as much as you do. But of course, it's always nice to see people take a break. They work very hard and they definitely deserve it. I'm always glad to see RM or Big Hit decide to censor kind of their friends' faces, because now we know that person that is RM's friend is just there to be their friend and not there because RM is famous. We also know that RM is down to earth and he still likes to hang out with his old friends. I love seeing celebrities still talk with their old friends. It shows that, one, they're able to kind of keep old friends and old people around them, as in they're not this like spoiled person now that thinks they're all that. Because if they did, I don't believe those old people would still be around them. And when I say old people, I'm not talking about like senior citizens. I'm talking about old friends. So things like this are very telling to what kind of person that the celebrity is. Like, obviously RM is a down-to-earth person. I wanted to look at some of the reactions here on Twitter to see what people said. This person wrote how they were feeling about RM's selfies. "Good morning to me. Oh my god, I love you so much. I am feeling so many things right now." And I mean, RM, can you not do stuff like this? Like, RM trying to kill his army. I woke up this morning wishing to not die, but here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and die after looking at these selfies. And when I die, RM, you are the murderer. I charge you with 50 accounts of cuteness. Also, look at that one dimple that he has on his face. Like the one where he's winking and you just see a dimple right there. That is a blessed dimple. I wish I could be that dimple right there. That dimple has a better life than I do. Imagine life of RM's dimple. That dimple needs a documentary. We also have another person who wrote this: "Without you, my life is as empty as a supermarket shelf." Now, this is a joke that will not age well. This joke is only for this current period of time. Babies born in the last 5 years and in the future, when they see this tweet in the future, they're gonna be like, what? Supermarket shelves are always full. But I do agree. I like RM's selfies. I like RM's pictures. It is my goal in life to see all of his selfies. Let me know what you think about this and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check everything out over there, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel and help me make the videos better on here and all that stuff. So I really hope you go ahead and check that out. You can get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff on my Patreon. Just be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can take a look. There's also 2 videos that will appear up on the end of the screen at the end of this video. So click on one of those videos and I will see you over there. Bye. I wouldn't